Hi, Dave. Nice to have a back-to-back after a game like last night. Just can kind of forget about that one and worry about this one.
Yeah, everyone, they jump up on you. It's good to get back right at it. When I looked at the game, we did some things. Our work ethic was pretty good in the game. We made a couple critical mistakes that hurt us.
Yeah.
Couldn't kill a penalty at the start of the third period and chased the game. So we have to continue to try to bring some of the stuff that we're doing right a little more and try to take the big mistakes out of our game.
Going with the same lineup that you had last
Got a
night?
couple guys that were some bumps and bruises here, so we'll see after warm-up.
Is it your leaning towards putting McDavid and Draisaitl back together, or do you like keeping?
No, we'll see. Some of that has to do with what the rest of the lineup looks like.
Is that an ace in the hole that you kind of have to be patient when you play it, when things aren't going your way, or how do you kind of approach it?
You do whatever you think helps your team win, Leon has been a little snake bit here lately. We're trying to get a little more balance in our game. If you look at the way we play on the road, we play a real tight, strong defending game. And then, we get home, we tend to get a little bit loose, a little bit putting on a show a little bit more, right? So we chase games at home, so we'll do whatever we think is best to give ourselves a chance to win.
There'll be lots of Canadiens fans in the stands tonight, so will it be like kind of a road game?
I hope so. I hope we play like a road game because we played a lot better on the road lately than we played at home. So that'll be a good thing, maybe.
You've commented a couple times throughout this season that the players have been really open to learning and correction and even self-correction. But now that maybe it's a little bit more of a frustrating stretch, are they still open-minded?
When you don't get results, it's the same thing as when you win. Like there's been some games where we won where we had lots of corrections to make, and same thing last night. Like couple mental mistakes last night that you got to clean those things up at the end of a power play. You got to be aware when the guy's coming on the ice. That's just the way it is. So some things like that we got to continue to clean up. And when you're not winning, those things get highlighted even more because they frustrate you. You're looking for answers why you're not getting the results you want. So the details of the game are always imperative, but the work ethic and the execution are a big part of being able to win also. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Dave.
Any changes from the last game?
No, should see the same lineup here tonight as we've had last game.
I'll ask you about Max Domi. He seems to be coming to life a little bit in the last couple of games, and early against Calgary, he was mixing it up a little bit. Does he have to do that, do you think, to be effective and walk that line between being aggressive and not taking penalties?
Well, to a certain extent, yeah, you always want to see him play with some emotion, but it's got to be controlled emotion. And I think what we've seen in the last little while, there at least last couple of games, is offensively his game seems to be coming around. So that's a good sign. And as we mentioned before, we need that from him. So he's had a couple of good games here. Hopefully, he can build from that.
With Mete, I guess you're still thinking hopefully for Winnipeg?
Well, it's not tonight, so that's all I can say for now. And but he is continuing to get better, and the hope is that maybe in a couple of days from now he'll be ready to go.
I know you were at the game here last night, just watching the Oilers up close. What's your game plan?
Stay out of the box. I think it's pretty obvious that they've got a really good power play, and we're a team that obviously plays fairly well 5-on-5, so discipline is definitely going to be a key word here for this game tonight.
Whether McDavid and Draisaitl are on the same line or not, obviously, how do you do what you can to check those two players?
Well, the same way we have with those kind of players that are on different teams. We're a team that all five guys have to be aware when they're on the ice and know that they're there. So it's not a big secret. We know that if they have time and space, they're going to make something happen. So we got to play these guys tight.
This is a game where having two centers like Beno and Thompson obviously helps you guys.
Well, I guess, but I don't get last change. So.
Yeah.
I think our guys are pretty, I guess, pretty disciplined in knowing who's on the ice and what to do. So I kind of gauge myself more on that.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay, thanks, guys.